It's a run, sir. The place is jammed with people.
How long can you last?
An hour.
What about Q Investments? What have they done in it before he left? What he done in it?
To hell with the blacks, browns, reds, and yellows. We want the green. Money.
Get the hell out of my office.
You're gonna get killed right here where you stand.
Everything is my fault.
No, please. I love you, Mom.
Last week on the Moneychangers.
To your wife.
To us.
These shares are worth 20,000 real dollars.
I'd like to do things for my friends, Roscoe. Don't throw a favor back in my face.
Hate me because I hate you. I wish you'd go to sleep and never wake up.
Divorce Celia? Marry Margot?
Edwina, be my friend and drop it.
Have you any idea what it's like in prison? A new convict. They gang up on him. In the shower, any place.
Why are you putting yourself through this?
I'm trying to tell you what it's like up there.
You got a right to survive, no matter what it takes.
If Sinatco is shaky, that's bad for Roscoe Hayward, isn't it?
Well, it's not exactly great for the bank either. We loaned those people $50 million.
I'm telling you now to cease.
Getting the Sinatco account was my achievement. Now I'm warning you. Stay out of it.
I appreciate this, Wainwright.
You don't know me a thing, kid. You're asking me, you're sticking your butt in the buzzsaw.
I'm gonna cut your fingers off and shove them up your nose.
H.E. Lathrop.
The first 3 letters plus the last letter spell the word help. He said if you're in some kind of trouble, use the card in a store.
Make a purchase.
More than $100 worth. Anytime it's presented, Wainwright will be contacted immediately. Should I sell?
You just hang on to your shares.
Funny thing. Sinatco's solid. Good as gold.
What the devil is this? Who do you think you are, storming in here giving commands? I'll tell you who I am, Jerome. I'm the one who warned you and warned the board against in-depth involvement with Sinatco. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Sinatco's going down. If we don't act, the bank can go right down with it.
It would surprise you if I managed to recover all or most of this loan.
It would.
Don't start icing the champagne yet. You're still a long way from the presidency of this bank.
Tell our mutual friend I've discovered something important here. I might have the break we need soon.
All right. Oh, what?
Sinatco just went down the drain.
yet, no word from Acting Secretary of Treasury Stonebridge. The Sinatra bombshell has rocked this nation's capital, and many congressional leaders are calling for immediate investigations into the practices of a wide spectrum of giant conglomerates. Locally, of course, the impact on the First Mercantile American Bank cannot be measured. Its losses are reported to be anywhere from $50 to $100 million. As yet, no official has been reached to confirm or deny.
100 million. They just pick a figure out of the air.
And put it on the air.
But it's a full-scale disaster, isn't it?
Wouldn't want one bigger.
You warned them, dumping everything into one basket.
Reed, they looked at all those figures Roscoe worked up and just rubbed their hands together like a bunch of Scrooges.
Well, we're almost there. What'll you do?
First, separate rumor from fact. One thing, I'm not going into a war with Roscoe. The problem is we've got to work this out together. Never even bought you breakfast.
Who can eat?
You get to work early.
On a day like this, nothing is too early.
Come on in and join the party.
What party?
You didn't hear? Yeah, we struck out, but somebody else knocked that bank clear over the center field fence.
We figured you wouldn't mind our letting ourselves in.
I certainly do mind, Deacon. This is my office.
Well, we didn't hurt nothing. We didn't touch none of your papers.
I'm surprised at all of you. Why here?
Because this is where it all started. All your talk, our hope.
I still have hope.
Well, we don't.
Venga just what they're coming. Yeah, next week is gonna be a hamburger stand.
It'll be nothing of the kind, Tinker.
Oh, girl, come on, don't put us on. I mean, 50 million big ones is doomed.
No, it's not. The bank has other resources. It'll weather this setback.
We can't blame you for saying that because you want to believe it, because of your man, Alex, whatever his name is. Well, we want to thank him for trying. And we want to thank you, too. But those other crackers sitting up in that big room, well, they said it. They spelled it out. To hell with the blacks, browns, reds, and yellows. We want the green. Money. Now, you expect us not to celebrate that they got it between the eyes?
There's still hope for Forum East.
Oh, woman, you've been singing that same tune for months now. And for the longest time, it just ain't been in the top 40.
Hey, come on, put a little wine bandage on the wound, huh?
Thank you. I have to go to court. But you finish your party. And then you get the hell out of my office.
Hey, Deke, man, you can't just spoil the party.
The party is over. We lost. So what is there to celebrate?
Voiced the suspicion that it might be one of the greatest swindles in financial history. As yet, however, the picture remains clouded by rumors, all of which have been neither confirmed nor denied. Sinatra's offices have remained closed all day. George Quartermain, the reputed head of...
Just another day, I suppose.
It's not the fall of Rome, my dear. Then again, I wasn't there.
Your bon mot is singularly inappropriate. That blasted newsletter.
Well, we are back in ancient times. If the news is bad, kill the messenger.
Well, if you only hadn't brought the...
I did nothing but read the handwriting on the wall, and if I hadn't, somebody else would have.
Of course, I'm sorry. And only Alex listened. Has Sanatco opened yet?
No, and it won't. At least not until the smoke clears. And when it does, I fear we'll see a lot of bodies.
You know, it might not be so bad.
Wishful thinking.
Well, then, while I'm at it, I wish you'd show a little consideration. After all, I work for FMA, remember?
I suppose it is possible to be emotionally involved with the bank.
Oh, it's not the bank. It's the people. With all your analyzing, do you ever consider that people are behind those facts and figures?
Oh, don't be angry with me, my dear. I'm merely an innocent bystander to the stupidity of others.
Louis, insults won't solve the problem. What would you do?
Pray.
And a storm front bringing rain to the Pacific Northwest. Updating the FMA story. There has still been no statement from the board of directors. While in Boston, economics expert Jason Woolrich has just voiced the possibility that at bottom there might exist a violation of the Glass-Steagall Act of 1933.
Stanley Inspector. No, I must speak to him, please. What? I don't care. Listen, young woman, this is Mr. Hayward of FMA, and I demand to speak to him. What? Well, you find him. Harold. Oh, I'm certainly glad you're in.
Roscoe, good morning. I guess it doesn't seem very good so far, does it?
It's a disaster. I'm caught in the middle of it.
Oh, easy, old man, easy. You found me at my desk early, didn't you? So that means I'm right on top of things.
Harold, we've got $50 million in Sanatco, and it hasn't opened yet.
Relax.
How can you say that? Inside 1 hour, I've got to go in there and face that board. And Alex Vanderbilt. What am I going to say?
Things are being worked out.
Yeah, but how? My God, how? I can't locate Inspect, Quartermain.
Roscoe, now you're unglued.
I mean, where are they? Where are they?
As a matter of fact, Inspect just called me, so he's on top of this, too.
Yeah? But what was right on top of this mean?
Roscoe, we're not dealing with amateurs. You must know the contingency plans.
But what plans, Harold? Harold, I've got a right to know. My entire future is at stake.
All right. George Quartermain always has a backup position.
I don't believe you, Harold. You're lying.
Now listen, old man, let's not get hysterical and say things that could permanently ruin our friendship. If that happened, you see, I might not be too enthusiastic about helping you.
Yeah, you're right, Harold, you're right. I'm sorry.
That's better. Now, you go in there with all the confidence in the world. I'm depending on you.
Yeah. I'm depending on you.
Ironclad guarantee. I'll keep in touch, Roscoe.
I heard more than I wanted to. Is there anything I can do?
Do? Do? About what?
Oh, something's happened. Roscoe, I can always turn on the news.
All right. On my recommendation, FMA loaned $50 million to a conglomerate called Sanatco, and for some reason, I don't know why yet, it hasn't opened on the exchange this morning.
Sanatco?
Yeah.
Isn't that Quartermain person behind it?
Yeah? Yes. Quite a man. Quite a man.
Have you spoken to him?
No, but I'm expecting him to call any minute.
Please, Roscoe, stop this charade.
Charade?
I told you. I heard.
Oh, yeah, but if you'd heard Harold's end of the conversation, I mean, you wouldn't be worried.
Then you're not.
Steady as a rock.
I'm not convinced. Please, I want to help.
I don't need any help. Huh? Don't need any help. Well, I guess I better be going. There'll be a board meeting, of course, and after all, I'm the vice who's going to be president.
Whatever's been wrong between us in the past, I want to help.
Really, Beatrice, I appreciate that very much, but honestly, I don't need any.
Even if you're not going to be president, we've gone this far together. We can manage. We can keep going.
Bea, I'm deeply grateful to you.
Now listen to me, Mr. Stonebridge. Roscoe Hayward can be my witness to golf, girls, and deals with George Quartermain. Now, I don't care what lofty temporary position you hold there in Washington. Hello? Hello? Don't you dare hang up on me, I'll ruin you!
Inside an hour, I'm going to be hounded for details on the dealings with Sonatco. Now, what we've got to do is hammer out a statement that's going to stand the test of fire. Now, what I want to know is our official attitude and just what answers I've got to give.
Are we obliged to give any? Facts of life, Jerry. Kind of world it is. Every kid with a pencil is suddenly Woodward and Bernstein. Every story's a Watergate.
You're saying it's better to be candid?
As much as possible, yes.
Look, why don't we just admit that Sonatco is in debt to us and leave it at that?
Because we're not dealing with simpletons. In among those hotshots are going to be some experienced financial reporters with a background in banking law. Now, they'll want to know how come this bank committed so much of the depositor's money to a single debtor, huh?
It wasn't a single debtor.
Yes?
It was spread out between Sonatco and 5 subsidiaries.
When you say it, Matt, try to make like you believe it.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying, I'm saying it. Let's stop kidding each other.
Look, I'm tired. I'm down, or I'm going to stand here.
Roscoe, please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Roscoe. I apologize.
I don't accept your apology. It's unconscionable
We'll
to
fight
me.
a duel tomorrow. Right now, we've got a statement to frame. The keynote is optimism. Smile. FMA is fine.
So much for candor.
We can ride this out, but not if this kind of thing keeps on. And the one thing we have to fear right now above anything else is loss of investor confidence. You know, a run on any of our branches could trigger a disaster.
Are we prepared for that kind of emergency?
Sonatco's back on the board, and it's down to 16.
Roscoe.
Alex, your secretary, she says it's important.
Thank you. Mrs. Lemke. What? Yes. I'll be right back.
Excuse me, Mr. Vandervoort.
Please.
I'm Lou Endicott of the Chronicle.
I'm sorry, Mr. Endicott, not now. What's so urgent?
I didn't feel you'd want to take this call in front of the others. It's Mr. Gatwick, manager of the Alvis branch. He's waiting on line 1.
Fergus Gatwick?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Lemke.
It's a run, sir. The place is jammed with people.
Jammed? How many?
More than 100. Regular customers. They're lined up, withdrawing everything, cleaning out their accounts.
You and all your staff are to act as if there's nothing out of the ordinary, right?
Right.
Now, it's important that you pay whatever people ask for in their account. Let them have it without questions, and don't walk around looking worried. Be cheerful.
It won't be easy, sir, but I'll try.
How long can you last?
An hour. Not much more.
All right, there'll be cash coming out. Oh, and Fergus, at this moment, our entire bank is right on your shoulders, so hang on.
Yes, sir.
Computer room, Martindale. This is Alex Vandervoort. I want the following information.
Yes, sir.
Now, what are the totals of savings and demand deposits in the Alvis branch?
Total deposits, $41,213,394.72.
Now deduct allowance for dormant accounts and municipal accounts.
The balance is $19,782,430.11.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now notify Central Cash Vault Supervisor, $20 million to Alvis Branch. Rush.
Yes, sir.
Nolan, we got exactly 1 hour to get this cash to the Alvis Branch.
I got bad news for you. It can't be done.
I got worse news for you. We have no alternative. Go.
No. 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 Go away.
Take it easy. Take
Go
it
away.
easy. That's all right. I'm a friend.
Where am I?
You're in the 7-7.
Those bums found me again, huh? They usually do. I'm awful sick, kid.
Yeah, I know. I got you some bromo.
No, wait. All I need is a little taste. Just one little knock.
Orders, no booze.
What we're talking about is like $40 for a half pint. Where's my dough? Where's my dough?
It's right here on the dresser.
Where's my dough?
It's right here on the dresser.
Oh. Take 3 of them 20s. All I need to make it a pint. And the change is yours.
No dice, Danny.
You know my name?
I know something else. With these 20s of yours, a man could get himself a small jolt.
What are you talking about?
Counterfeit.
What the hell is this?
Take it easy, relax. I used to work in a bank before I went to Drummondburg.
For what?
For embezzlement, 4 counts.
Drummondburg. Say, is old whatchamacallit still head screwing 6 block?
There is no 6 block.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Guess it must have been some other joint.
You know, this 20 is best stuff I've ever seen.
How'd you make it, kid?
Well, you can't tell, not with the naked eye.
Yeah, pretty good, aren't they?
Good. Man who made this, he's the greatest.
You pegged me, kid. It's my stuff.
You know, I've heard of you, Danny. Danny.
Kerrigan?
That's it. Danny Kerrigan. You're one of the real masters.
I've been around a while.
Well, listen. Those, driver's licenses, you turned those out too, huh? Well, the reason I'm asking, I could use a couple.
I might be able to help you out.
But what about the plastics? The key charge cards?
No problem.
Oh, you must have a pretty nice setup.
The best in the West. Yeah.
I'll get you that bromo. What can I do for you?
You want breakfast?
Not me.
Yeah, I'll have some.
What?
Bacon, a couple eggs boiled, 5 minutes. Toast, okay?
Key charge? He was pumping about the key charge?
That's right.
I told you I didn't trust that punk.
Where is he?
The kid, he left a few minutes ago.
Where'd he go?
He said he'd be right back.
You stinking piece of garbage! Where did he go?
He went to get me a pint. He said he'd be back in 5 minutes. 5.
I want him found, and fast.
You gonna be long?
Good morning. Got some real nice bananas today.
No, thank you. I just need to use your telephone.
In the back.
This is a recording. Juanita Nunez speaking. If you have a message, please wait until the sound of the bell.
For NW. Urgent. Must move fast on this. Counterfeiter Danny Kerrigan at 77 Club Room 201. Holding 9 counterfeit $20 bills, 3 counterfeit driver's licenses, counterfeit key charge cards, numbered T for Tom 97374195, T for Tom 90119.
Everything's all right. Nothing to worry about.
Mr. Gatwick.
Yes, Miss Van Sachs. Morning, Steve.
He's throwing a total of $23,000 into accounts.
These checks are good.
Sir, we haven't enough money left to pay that much.
What was that? Now, just a minute, Steve. Just a minute.
You better get that money up, Gatwick, or I'm coming across this counter.
Tear this bank to pieces. There's no need for any of that. No threats or shouting either.
I've got $23,000 coming. Where is it?
Get some money out. Please, we are experiencing a temporary cash shortage because of the exceptional demands. But I'm giving you my word that money is on the way and will be here soon.
Your word?
Yeah.
Hey, how come the bank runs out of money, huh? Where's the cash? Forget the malarkey. Yeah! We're gonna camp here till this bank pays what it owes. Now!
Once again, let me assure you that everything...
We're not interested in your assurances. We want our money now.
What is that?
All right, one side, please. One side, please. Excuse me.
Mr. Gatwick?
Over here.
Oh, there you are. Well, business looks very good this morning. Sorry we're late, but traffic was heavy. Just put out on the tables, boys. Now, you said you may need $20 million? Well, 1/3 of it has just arrived. The rest is on its way.
Is that true?
Of course it's true.
You mean you've got enough money to pay all of us?
Look, despite any rumors you may have heard, our bank is sound and solvent, and it has no problems which it cannot handle.
I still want my $23,000.
Well, that's your privilege. Mrs. Dorsey, over here. Mrs. Dorsey is the manager of the head branch. Edwina, will you get your people to set up the cash for distribution?
Yes, certainly. All right, everyone, right this way, please. Mrs. Nunez, would you start right over there? Oh, Mr. Vandervoort, this is one of our loan officers.
Good. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your patience. While we're getting ready to resume payments, I'd like to remind you that FMA is a bank. We're in the business of loaning money, so we brought one of our loan officers over from the main branch. Now, if any of you would like to talk loan to him, I'm sure you'll find him a sympathetic listener. He'll be at Mr. Gatwick's desk up front. Right this way.
Yeah, I'll be right over. As soon as I get my money out. Since the bank is going bust anyway, I ought to get a loan I don't have to pay back.
Mister, you borrow money from us, you pay us back, we'll break your other arm.
All set. The tellers are ready to go.
All right, we're now ready for withdrawals or deposits.
Nice try. I'm afraid it didn't do much good. The lines are down to the corner. They're getting longer by the minute.
Oh, no. TV news.
That's what we needed to start the ball rolling.
Can I help you, sir? No, that's all right. I'm just looking around. Oh, just wait a minute. Yeah, I will take something. How about a nice, bowling ball?
Yeah. Yeah, what was the general price range?
Oh, a nice expensive one. Over $100.
We don't have anything quite that high. Here's a very nice bowl. You know, beautifully made, $45.
I'll take it.
What about the weight? Now, you see, this is 16.
The weight's fine.
Okay. Well, come on over here. I'll measure your hand for the holes.
No, that's all right. I want to get some other things. How about the carrying case? The leather one.
Oh, yeah, that's a very nice item. I mean, you know, it's all leather, you know.
Yeah, and some bowling shoes, 8.5D.
8.5D, no. 8.5D, 8.5. Ah, 8.5, yeah. Now, this, you know, is a very nice item because it has the permagrip soles and the built-in arch support. Why don't you sit over there, take off your shoes?
No, that's fine. How much does that all come to?
I'll add it up. Let's see. Case is $23.75. Shoes, $21.50. MG ball, $45. That's that comes to $97.62, including tax.
Well, how much are these two tennis ball cans?
I'm sure it was him. It was him. Look, I'm gonna call Tony, see how he wants to handle it, huh? Okay.
That's $104.95.
Oh, that's good. Good. I'll take that on my T-charge card. Let's see. Here.
Would you mind waiting a moment, Mr. Lathrop? Huh?
Lathrop.
Lathrop.
No, I don't mind. I know you have to check these things out.
Yeah, just a minute.
What is your merchant number, please?
974/14.
Card number and date of expiration.
B for Brave. 1745510.
Amount of purchase?
$104.95.
The purchase is approved.
Everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine, Mr. Lathrop, huh? Lathrop.
Operations Office, Brody speaking.
Nolan Wainwright, please. This is key charge authorization.
Mr. Wainwright isn't in the office.
Well, where can I reach him?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to give out that information.
I'm calling in accordance with Emergency Order 17. The H.E. Lathrop card has been presented.
Well, that's fine. I'll get this to him right away.
Now, please, ladies, gentlemen, don't push. There's no need to rush.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wainwright is very busy.
Well, would you have him call Operations Office as soon as possible? It's extremely urgent. The H.E. Lathrop card has been used.
We had a few little problems up here, too.
Everyone will be taken care of. Hold it, please. Just take your time, please. Please, ladies, gentlemen, please.
And I'll get you a bag for your things.
Milesy, baby, you make any kind of fuss, you're gonna get killed right here where you stand. Move, punk.
Mr. Lathrop. Don't you want your bowling ball?
What's the problem? What's this all about?
No problem. Man just wants to ask you a few little questions, that's all.
What questions?
What questions? Like, who are you working for? Who are you calling in that grocery store? Like that, huh?
I
first heard about it from Merlin Rudabaugh. He told me the bank was going bust. I figured, why take chances?
And who is Merlin Rudabaugh?
Well, he's the gardener up at the school.
Thank you very much, madam. So, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't seem possible, but it's happening now and not 1929. We're witnessing a full-scale run on a bank, and quite frankly, the prospects don't look too good. Sir, can you tell me?
Certainly you may.
Thank you.
She's got a baby in school. Most of my people haven't even had lunch yet.
Well, do whatever you think best.
Excuse me. I'm not here to take any money out, please. Thank you.
Mrs. Farrow, hello. This is Juanita Nunez. I'm so sorry, but I'm at one of our bank branches, and I'm leaving right away. Yes, I know. I'm sorry, but there was really nothing I could do about it. Do you think I could speak with Estella for a few minutes?
Excuse me, sir. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Thank you. Please, I've come to see Mr. Vandervoort.
It's okay, officer. What are you doing here?
Oh, you know me, Calamity Jane.
Hi.
Hi. I heard on the radio.
Don't you recognize moral support when you see it?
I need all the help I can get. I only wish Ben Roselli would walk right in here.
Mrs. Dorsey.
See you.
I'm sure you've done everything he would have done.
Except one thing. You could have found a way to stop this. I'm standing here watching a bank go down the tube.
That bank?
Well, if it carries over to tomorrow, we got an unstoppable run and we'll have to close.
This branch.
FMA, the whole thing, all the branches.
And then what?
Well, a consortium of other banks will get together and pick up the pieces, but FMA as an entity will be finished. Maybe that's the way it was meant to be.
Alex! Alex!
What is it?
Well, they're getting pretty rough out there, you know. It's almost closing time. They're afraid we'll shut the door in their faces.
We have every legal right to do so.
We do that, and we're liable to get some people killed.
Edwina, I'll call the banks in the area and see if we can get them to stay open later. Excuse me, please. May I get through here? Thank you. Excuse me. Can I have your attention, please?
Let them through.
Listen to me. Excuse me, can I use this bus bench here? Look, can I have your attention, please? You're worried that we'll close the doors in your faces tonight. Well, don't. We have no intention of doing that. I give you my word. We're staying open until every last one of you has gotten your money. There's one thing I want to caution you about. Please don't carry large sums of money to keep in your homes overnight. Right now, Mrs. Dorsey is calling other banks in the area to ask them to remain open later than usual in order to accommodate you.
You recommend a good bank?
What's that?
Can you recommend a good bank?
Yes, I can. FMA. Well, you may laugh, but it's the one I know best, the one I'm surest of, and one with a long and honorable record. I only wish you all felt the same way.
I used to once.
Who said that?
I did.
What's your name?
Jack Henderson.
Come in, let him in here. Mr. Henderson, how long have you been with FMA?
30 years. And I'll tell you the truth. I don't feel too good about taking our money out.
Why do it then?
All those rumors. Too much smoke for there not to be some truth somewhere.
Well, there is some truth, and we've admitted it. Because of a loan to Sanatco, our bank is likely to suffer a loss. But the bank can withstand it, and will.
If I were younger, working, maybe I'd take a chance on you. But I'm not. This is it. It's got to last us.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Henderson, we're sorry to lose you.
Let me ask you a question. Be honest now. If you were me, wouldn't you be doing just the same thing I am?
Yes, I think I would.
I didn't expect that much honesty. Not from a banker. Well, wish you a good day.
Wait a minute. Do you have a car?
No, but we're fine.
Oh, you're not? Not carrying a bag like that around. Nolan, this is our chief of security. Would you please see that these people get safely to a bank and then home?
No problem. I'd be happy to drive you myself.
No. Wait a minute. You'd do that for us after we just took our money out of your bank?
After just as good as telling you we don't trust you anymore?
Well, let's say it's part of our service. After all, 30 years is a long time. We ought to part friends.
Let me ask you a question, man to man. Remembering that I'm not a kid anymore. And knowing what these savings mean to my wife and myself, I'm asking you, is our money safe in your bank?
I give you my word, Mr. Henderson, this bank is absolutely safe.
Come on, Frida, let's put the stuff back.
I'll be glad to help you. We'll form a special line for all those who wish to redeposit. All those who wish to redeposit, if you just follow me...
And another. The line is breaking up.
Don't forget, we're in the business of loaning money. So walk right in, please.
Sir? Sir, excuse me, please. Excuse me. Oh, just one moment. Sir, what happened? Why aren't you going to withdraw your money?
Well, I guess one bank's about as good as another.
Thank you, sir.
Feel lighter without that money?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you'll be with us for another 30 years.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
I'm proud of you.
What's that about?
The run's over.
Here, yes, but rumors have a way of bouncing about. The other branches might still be in trouble.
One problem down and 100 to go. Alex.
Hmm?
Excuse me. Excuse me. I'd like to see about getting some of my people back.
Fine. Oh, Edwina.
Huh?
I want to thank you for doing a good job. You know, saving this one means there's still hope. Nolan, let's start getting that currency back to Central Cash Vault.
The thing to do is to publicize this.
Publicize it?
Exactly. Let Wall Street know that you're in big trouble.
Yeah, publicize it. We were in trouble, but we handled it. I think I'll get the board to work on that. Right now.
Right now? It'd be a little difficult convening a full board, wouldn't it?
Oh, we need the key people. Jerry Patterson, Matt French, and Roscoe.
Roscoe?
Rivals or not, I want to work with him. He's got a mind like a computer. He just might find other demand loans to call on to minimize our Sonatco loss. Look, we're going to hammer out some kind of a statement and present a united front.
For the good of the bank?
For the people and the bank.
What's the big deal, kid? We're gonna find out what we want sooner or later.
Make it easy on yourself, Milesy, baby.
All we want to know is who your contact is. How much you know.
Oh, God, help me. No. No.
Okay.
No.
Hold his hand out flat.
No. 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 No.
Tony, in here, I got something. Hands up until I get back. Don't play with them.
Hold it.
And talk.
Wizard Wome's my name. Electronics is my game. You're Tony Bear, I presume.
Yeah.
Pleasure. I think it's going to be a pleasure for both of us.
Speak your piece. Is that thing still on?
No, not yet. You, sir, are a professional criminal.
What?
I am not. I have a long list of clients. And I provide guaranteed protection that their homes and their office premises will not be bugged or their phones will not be tapped.
What's all this about?
After all, Don Roberto has a right to protect himself, hasn't he?
Don Roberto? He's a client?
And naturally, such protection extends to all areas where Don Roberto has an interest. Hey, a week ago, I was making a routine anti-bug survey at the 77 Health Club.
Did you find something?
But all work and no pleasure. So, I bugged your phone line. The payphone on the main floor. It's simple to splice across the circuit. Recorder hidden in the basement.
You bugged me.
Most of the things I hear are none of my business, but This time I figured it was a little different.
What did you get?
Don Roberto is a client.
Okay. You're safe. How much?
After you hear the tape, whatever's fair.
Okay.
Hello?
You know who this is, but don't use names.
Yes.
Tell our mutual friend I've discovered something important here. I might have the break we need soon. Tell him that.
All right.
That kid's voice. You sat on that tape for a week?
Only to find out some other things I thought you'd want to know.
Like what?
The number that was called? See, by using a stopwatch, time the length of each dial turn is recorded on the tape, and then comparing...
Come on, the number!
It's unlisted. But I have a contact at the phone company. Mrs. J. Nunes, building, apartment number.
Who is she?
Somebody important enough to have a phone installed the next day when the waiting list at Form East is 2 months long. There's a memo in the files at the phone company on a guy named Nolan Wainwright.
He said Wainwright just before he went under. Mrs. Nunez?
Yes?
Yeah, oh, it's all right, it's all right. I'm a friend of a friend, Miles Easton.
Oh, is there something wrong?
Could be. He's out here in back. He's got to talk to you. Yeah. He doesn't want to be seen, you understand?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Miles, I got some people here for you.
Have you heard anything?
Harold. Harold.
You haven't heard anything?
I haven't. I haven't. What do you mean? What are you talking about? You said you were going to get in touch with him yourself, remember? You do remember our telephone conversation this morning, don't you? You told me you just talked with Inchbeck.
Roscoe,
Damn it! You're the one who introduced me to the great George Quartermain.
Are you blaming me for that?
I can hardly thank you for it.
I was just doing you a favor.
What is... It's just turned into the biggest disaster the bank has had in its entire history, for which I'm held responsible.
You're not the only one who came out badly in this. For your information, I put my entire family trust into Sinatco. Between that and Q Investments, I'm ruined.
What did you say? What about Q Investments?
You haven't heard?
If I had, I wouldn't be asking you what I want about Q Investments.
Quartermain gutted it before he left. He what? He gutted it! All we've got left is shares in nothing. It's paper.
He left?
Yes.
Yes. For where?
I don't know.
For where?
Nobody knows.
You don't even know where he went.
I don't know.
Well, what about Inchbeck?
The money, the real
Damn
money.
it, what about Inchbeck?
The money, it could be anywhere. It's in Costa Rica, it's in Switzerland, it's in the Bahamas. It's gone! Roscoe, you gotta help me get my money back. I mean, if you don't, I'm finished. I'm broke.
There's no way I can help you, Harold.
Well, if there's anything new that comes up, if there's any hope, you...
If there is, I'll let you know. First thing I'll hear, I'll let you know.
Excuse me, Mr. Hayes.
Yes. What is it, Miss Callahan?
There's a reporter outside to see you. Mr. Endicott from the Chronicle?
Well, tell him to go and call PR. I have nothing to say to him.
But I already told him that.
Well, tell him again.
Mr. Hayward, he said it's about a Miss Avril Devereaux.
Send him in.
Yes, sir.
I want to apologize for disturbing you. I have some questions.
Yes, you told my secretary.
I thought there were some things that you'd prefer me to check with you personally before I print them.
I can give you 5 minutes, that's all.
Yes, the fact is I've been doing a research job in Sonatco for the past 6 months.
You told me you have some questions.
About this Sonatco loan. When did George Quartermain first bring it up? Do you remember?
I'm afraid I don't. I deal in many large loans.
Couldn't be too many for $50 million.
I've already answered your question. I told you I don't remember.
Maybe I can help. Was it in the Bahamas?
Yes, it might have been.
And you traveled down there in Mr. Quartermain's private jet?
Yes.
With a number of lady escorts?
I'd hardly call them that. There were some stewardesses on the plane.
And one of them was Miss Avril Devereaux?
Yes, I'm almost sure of it. That was one of the names.
Mr. Hayward, excuse me for putting it this way, but was Miss Devereaux offered to you sexually in return for your sponsorship of the Sonatco loan?
That's an insult. That's not a question. I think you better go.
You know, it's only fair to tell you that when I was doing the Sonatco research, I made some contacts inside the organization. Miss Devereaux was one of them. I talked to her this morning. She's very cooperative.
In what way?
She supplied us with all the details of her meetings with you, including the name of the hotel, room 813. The maid has recognized a picture of you.
I see.
Miss Devereaux also mentioned 2,000 shares of Q Investments that she gave you for George Quartermain.
I have no comment.
Were those shares given to you as a payoff for engineering the Sonatco loan and further loans totaling $2 million for Q Investments?
I told you I have no comment.
Then the article goes as is.
Article?
It runs tomorrow. Try not to miss it.
Endicott, I'm curious about Miss Devereaux. Were you good friends?
Not particularly.
And why did she tell you all these things?
For money?
Okay, fellas, you can move it out. The truck's in the back.
Oh, Mr. Wainwright. Got a message for you.
How long have you had this?
Quite a while. I'm afraid it slipped my mind during the... I hope it's not too important.
Let's get going.
She's just a messenger.
Okay. Better get all the stuff out of here.
We moving?
Just in case. What about them? One guess.
I didn't tell them. I don't know how they found you, but I didn't.
Of course not.
You gotta believe me.
I do.
It's my fault. It's all my fault. Everything is my fault.
No, please. I love you, Miles.
Wainwright, it's our unit at Forum East on 3.
What about Nunez?
We're in her apartment right now. No sign of her or the baby.
Any sign of a struggle?
No, but one of the kids in the project says he thinks maybe he saw her getting into a truck.
Light blue panel truck?
That's right.
See if they got a license number.
We'll check around.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes?
Isn't there a tape unit by the phone?
Yes, right here.
Well, check the messages.
Can do.
For NW, urgent. Must move fast on this. Counterfeiter Danny Kerrigan at 77 Club, room 201.
Old man, I'm looking for some people. You gonna help me? Do I throw you out the window?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Get out of here, Timber. Well, I'm not a cop.
Well, I am.
Look, I don't intend to shoot you unless it's absolutely necessary. I just want to impress on you I'm serious. Now get out of my face.
All right, Nolan. Sure.
All right, Maggot, where were we?
Come on, fellas, move.
Inspectors 19, we're cruising east on Carondelet. We've got the house in sight. There's a moving van in the driveway. Looks like they're getting ready to take off. Over.
Very good, 19. Keep them under surveillance. We'll let you know when the rest of the units are in place. Give us 15 minutes.
So long, gentlemen.
Hey, Nolan! Where are they? Where are they?
Look what they did to him.
Call an ambulance.
Just did. Give you a hand.
No! My job.
Are you coming?
night, sir.
Goodbye.
Oh, Mr. Vandervoort, Mr. Hayward's already left.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Hayward, he went out the exit door.
Roscoe, did you hear what happened to the run on the Alvis branch? We stopped it dead in its tracks. That's what we did. Now, don't tell me that's not going to make good headlines, huh? Sonatco's going to be ancient history. Roscoe, no. No, Roscoe, don't do it. Don't do it, Roscoe. No mistake is that big. The hell with this fight for power. We can work it out. Look, we'll work it out together. We need you, Roscoe.
Hello? Just a moment, please. It's Mr. Patterton for you.
Jerry?
I know that you're shook up about Roscoe, and you've had a rough day or two, but what I have to say can't wait.
I'm listening.
There's been a caucus of the directors. A meeting of the full board's been called for noon tomorrow. The first order of business will be to accept my resignation. The second will be to elect you president.
Right now, Jerry, I don't want the job.
There was a feeling you might say that. And I'm pleading with you to help us out of this mess we've got ourselves into.
Let me sleep on it. We'll talk about it in the morning.
Okay.
Now, why didn't you accept? You know you're going to.
No, I'm not so sure. But if I do, I'll insist on a free hand to make changes. Changes on the board. Reevaluate the key charge program. And put the Forum East housing project back on track.
I can't see them fighting you.
And something else. I know. Celia, people will talk. I'm going to live with it and deal with it.
Are you asking me to move in with you? Fly in the face of convention? All that sort of stuff?
Yeah. All that sort of stuff.